Good Sunday evening, everybody. Hope y'all are having a great day. We got Cajun up here with us tonight so far.
How y'all on?
Um, I've been having a great weekend. Actually, a pretty good week. Um, we I worked on Mom's Trailblazer yesterday, put a new wheel hub on it, and then I basically just worked around the house. I mean, getting stuff done. So, hey Ben, how you doing? Uh, Ben, I just watched your video with the modeling club with the steam engines and locomotives and boats and everything else.
Wow.
Those guys, amazing talent, what they build. So,
Yeah, in England they still use a lot of rail for travel, rail
mhm.
system. They have way more rail systems in England than we have here in the States because we did away with a lot of train rails for travel.
Yeah, this was an exhibition show of like the model sized steam engines and stuff like that. I mean, some of them were like 10th scale or something like that. They're huge, but you know, they're like super detailed, handmade stuff.
Oh,
So, hey, Mater, how you doing? Thank you for coming up, bud. So, but yeah, I took a week's vacation just to get my shop straightened around, organized, cleaned up, stuff moved around. Um, just try to get ready for winter so I can get some stuff done over the winter.
oh yeah. In 10 years, the Victorians built 10,000 miles of rail. Wow,
Oh yeah. Well,
that was
that's what Mick's mowers. That's what he does. He works on the rails.
yeah. He sure
Does
does. He's
stuff of
uh,
yeah.
maintenance guy. They go
Yeah.
around traveling the rails. They find a bad spot, they fix it, stuff like that. They
Oh
work
yeah.
on the cars, on the tracks, etc. etc. That now, when in that comment the Victorians built, I assumed that was quite a few years back, the Victorian era, the Victorian age, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
That's not like in the last 5 years.
Yeah. He said, yeah, 1850s. Yeah. Hey, Tommy, how you doing, buddy?
Railroads and wheelbarrows. Okay, got it. All right.
There's Lucky. How you doing, buddy? Lucky was the first one in tonight to make a comment. Awesome. So, so yeah, I plan on getting the garage all straightened around, moving tractors around, getting to where I can actually move in the shop. Uh, my my friend Danny, he's coming over. He's gonna help me move some of the heavier stuff around, and he's good at organizing and stuff. So I'm not. I am like way unorganized. So,
Okay.
but the one big project I have planned for the winter is taking my old opposed twin pulling tractor and pulling the peerless rear end out of it and putting a Cub Cadet rear end in it for pulling. So,
Post twin. Briggs?
yep.
Yep. I like those.
Oh yeah. Hey Arch, how you doing today? Thank you for stopping in, man.
Hello, Art.
But
Yeah, man, those opposed twin Briggs were awesome engines. I don't know why they quit making them. They thought they were going to better, but oh well. I ain't saying
but
no more because I like Briggs.
well, I like the
And
Briggs. I like the opposed Briggs. They create a lot of torque. Um,
yeah.
but like the one I have is an 18 horse. It's 40. It's only rated for or it's 46 cubic inches, 48 cubic inches, something like that, and it's only rated for 18 horsepower. So they're their horsepower. I don't know if it's just because they derated them or what, but
Which one's the 42 or the 40? 15, 16?
16 horses of 42.
Okay. I got a twin Briggs slated for a mine project. We call those boxer rings.
Yeah, the one thing that I want to try to do, I want to try to make a hot stock tractor out of it. I may look around to see if I can find some place that'll inexpensively build me a steel flywheel for it. I just got to look at the rules and stuff and see what they say about the ignition on them, whether I'm allowed to switch over to a crank trigger ignition or if I got to keep stock ignition. If I have to keep stock ignition, then that's going to kind of define that'll define the build I do on it. So, yes, they do look cool. They're awesome. And back when I was pulling that tractor, they like the clear up till, well, when I put the 18 horse on, I didn't have a class, but when I had the 16 horse on it, 16 opposed Briggs, I was allowed to run in the 16 single class because it was a flathead engine. Oh, we lost Cajun. Uh-oh. Ben, I don't know exactly what diameter those are right now. I used to know. It's been too many years since I messed with it. But I will have to build a clutch hub adapter for it, for the pressure plate and stuff out of a Cub Cadet. But the tractor is set up to accept a Cub Cadet rear end. The style setup they use on it is the same as the 482, some of the 482 Cubs that had a peerless rear end in them. So I'm hoping that they'll bolt right in. Just have to check alignment of the PTO or not the PTO, but the drive shaft and stuff. But we got hammers, we got sawzalls and grinders. We can make it fit. So there might even be an oxyacetylene torch out there we can use. I was hoping to maybe possibly get a plasma cutter this summer, but that didn't happen. So, but yeah, what happened to? Didn't know what happened to Cajun there. Hopefully everything's okay there. Hey, John Clem, how you doing, bud? Thank you for coming up. And if y'all didn't notice, I got a friend of mine redid the logo. Lucky, what's happening?
What's going on, guy? What's up, brother?
Not much. How you doing, man?
I'm doing okay. Just relaxing.
Ben, his lathe is not big enough. I know that for a fact, because they're pretty big diameter flywheels. I know of somebody that has one that's possibly big enough to build it, but I don't know if I can get it done or not. Hey, Wayne Hatfield, how you doing, bud? Thank you for stopping in.
What's up, Wayne?
I hope Cajun's okay. He just sort of blinked out there for a second, so.
I'm glad to kick.
No, I didn't kick him out.
No, I said I did.
Oh, there he is. Hey, Cajun.
All right. I was trying to switch over to Johnny's camera. You know, I got a separate camera, and it didn't want to go to it. So, oh well. What's up, full time? Hey, John Clem, how you doing?
Mudster, what's happening, buddy? Thank you for stopping in. Ben says his Atlas 10 will swing a 10-inch flywheel. I want to say it's a little bigger than that, but I'm not positive. So we'll get it worked out. If it's the class I'm shooting for, the RPM limit's 4,500. stock flywheel will be fine for that. I'll just have to build a guard around it just to make sure that in case it does come apart, that it it won't hurt nobody, me or nobody else. So no big deal. We have to put a clutch guard on it anyway, so we'll get it all worked out. It's a winter project. So, but yeah, there was a big pool yesterday here local, indoor pool. I just didn't make it. I had planned on going over in the afternoon, but fixing Mom's Trailblazer, I just ran into a couple little issues with it and just didn't get it done. So, no big deal. There'll be more. So how you been doing, Lucky?
I've been okay. Got a question. If you're looking at the YouTube side where you see all the chat, where their names are, can you see the names, or you actually have to put your mouse to highlight it?
I can see them.
For some particular reason, it's been like this since I set up my computer. So I don't know if there's a setting in Google or what. Even like my screen, it's like I'm a half-inch shy around the whole entire frame itself. Like the top right-hand corner, you know how you have that X? I see 2 little lines. That's it.
Huh. I don't know what's up with
box?
that.
Did you click that box next to the X?
Yeah. Oh, you know what it might be, Lucky?
It's like that, and then see it.
Their backgrounds, their names might be in black, and your black background may be hiding them.
Oh, all right. So.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Ken, how you doing?
Let's try it. All right, that's possible because I put it to dock mode, right?
Yeah.
Hey, Scott.
Tommy asked how the magnets are affixed. For the ignition, they're screwed on the outside. There's a little metal thing that has magnets in
it. That's what it was.
Yeah.
All right. Hey,
so,
Scott. The magnets for the ignition are screwed on. For the charging system, which I won't run, they're glued on the inside of the flywheel. So, hey, Delisa, how you doing, dear? Thank you for coming in. Hope Daryl's feeling better.
There we go.
So, but
we dock side. Don't go to the dock side.
No. So if I do, make it a hot stock tractor with a steel flywheel, I won't have a charging system on it no more, which ain't no big deal. My V-twins and stuff don't have a charging system. You don't need it for the type of ignitions we run. Oh, he had a bad night last night, possibly virus. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Pass our condolences along to him. Tell him hope he gets feeling better. I miss him. So. The air hammer worked great removing a sink faucet. Yeah, I bet you it would.
Yeah, I reckon it did.
Yeah, Briggs got a new sink faucet.
Oh, wow.
They called installing it.
You had another train derailment behind your place last night, Delisa?
Man, yeah, chlorine and benzene.
Yeah, hopefully none of that stuff.
That's vinyl chloride and benzene. And,
yeah.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, we had enough of that in this area.
In 2000 or 2001 had a big train derailment over here, right on the outside of town by City Lake. But they evacuated almost all of the town. anything past this highway behind me here, uh, if he was past that, he wasn't in the evacuation area. And they had a lot of cars, man. That made the world news. They had cars exploding. I mean, going up, like, look at 4th of July in the summertime. Well, actually, it was kind of September or something. Hey, Jeff.
What's happening, Jeff?
Hey, dude.
A&D Lawn Tractors, how you doing, buddy? Thank you for stopping in. Really do appreciate it. So,
What's going on,
How
Jeff?
long do you think I'll last tonight, Ed?
until you click that little button, buddy.
I don't
Nope.
click the button; it just drops.
Oh, I hope you make it the whole evening with us. So, but yeah, on my logo, I was
It'd be
actually
nice,
talking.
huh?
Yeah, on the logo, I was actually talking to a friend of mine, and he brought up that he had a Cricut. I'm like, oh, you do? I said, you got the software to design the stuff? He's like, yeah. He goes, I do it all the time. I said, would you be interested in redesigning my logo? He's like, sure. Send me what you got now. He goes, heck, within like 24 hours, he sent like 3 different versions of it to me, and this is the one I chose. So, and he won't take any money for it. So, yeah, he knocked it out. He said, "Oh, that was super easy." So, Mater says the
I see where
cornbread is in
somebody
the
told
oven.
you to stick with the old one, huh?
Yeah, some old crackpot.
Yeah, you'll get them all the time, huh?
Oh yeah, especially the ones that say stick with a Kohler 321. You know, that's a pony motor, man.
What's wrong with that?
Oh, hey, nothing wrong. I like pony motors, but you know, we need double lungers.
Jeff, once I seen you in the basement earlier today, time I clicked it, you were gone.
Yeah, we've seen that. Well, I got a problem. I can't go on a computer because even though it brings you up, it's supposed to bring you up on YouTube, it brings you up on YouTube and StreamYard.
Oh,
And
wow.
I can't get it to drop either one of them.
Wow.
Just mute the YouTube side.
Yeah, or pause it.
I've tried that. I've tried to lose either one of them, and I can't.
Wow.
And that's real annoying when I'm trying to listen to somebody and it starts repeating.
What?
Yeah.
I get that in my headphones sometimes. That's why I'm like looking around trying to figure out who the heck's, and it's me. I got I don't have my YouTube muted. I keep forgetting you guys can't hear what I hear.
So that's the problem I got.
So,
But maybe
yeah,
we don't want to hear what you hear, especially if it's alien noises.
We do, bud. Oh, what's that, huh? You're on TV.
my phone scared me to death this afternoon. We got a warning for a hard freeze tonight. We're supposed to get down to like 30 degrees.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
So that's
Next
okay.
week,
The grass.
y'all should be getting some snow.
Hopefully it does a hard freeze and the grass quits growing, and I'll just have to mow the grass one more time to cut the grass, and then just chop the leaves up after that.
I already took the mower deck off.
Did you put the weights back on? Jeff?
Not yet. I'm waiting for somebody to come and help me because I can't pick up a 125-pound weight by myself.
Oil upside down. What's happening? Thank you for stopping in.
Rigged. How you doing, 17?
Yeah, definitely, John.
Although I
Hopefully,
had an interesting day there the other day.
what happened?
I went downstairs to get something, and me and Bosco was here. Well, he decided he was going with me. Kind of skidded on his side, his back, his front, all the way down to like the third step from the bottom. I had to get down. Took me a while to get him to stand up to take the last 2 steps down. Then I look at him. I said, well, I don't know how I'm going to get him back upstairs because I know he can't do it on his own.
Yeah.
And after he tried 4 times and he could get up 2 steps, but he kept sliding off. I got him turned sideways and I was picking him up 1 step at a time, kind of.
Sounds like you need one of them power chair things that ride up the side of the rail, and you and him can just sit on it together and ride up.
I've actually seen some
nice.
With a piece of plywood and a winch.
Mm-hmm.
You just sit on a piece of plywood and push the electric winch, and it pulls that plywood up the stairs.
Grindhard Plumbing just put an elevator in their new shop.
Did they?
Yeah. They used the conduit hanger, the strong arm conduit hanger stuff, as a rail, and got some kind of glides that go in it, and I think it's pretty neat how they did it. So
yeah, boo. Oh, they canceled the garden tractor pulls over here.
All the ones that were outside this weekend, they canceled. I think they canceled the one on Wednesday.
Yeah, they canceled the garden tractor here Wednesday, and they took the big tractors and moved them up till today.
They expect it to be that cold?
Well, they're expecting rain all weekend.
Yeah, we had rain pretty much yesterday.
We've had rain on Monday. A lot of the week.
I got a call from out there Monday. Somebody asking me, "Oh, what's going on? You know, you all right? This and that and stuff." And he says to me, "Yeah, that was a bum deal you got with that McCormick engine and stuff." And I started thinking. I said, "Yeah, I know, Bob. You're looking for me to go out there and sit in front of that steam boiler all day."
Again. At least it'd be warm.
Well, there's no fun in sitting there for 10 or 12 hours staring at some great big boiler for the soup and throwing a couple logs in here and there.
Yeah, I understand that.
Especially when you got to go out there and get this thing started so it starts heating up by 5:30 or 6 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, well, I just heard back from Danny. He's going to be here about 9, so I'm going to have to go out about 7 and get the oil burner going so the garage is warm.
Oh, boy.
We got one of those big old wood stoves right outside to the right of the camper, and we fill it up with wood. I did that earlier today, and it's still going. Fill it up once, it's good for 36 hours.
Is that a wood boiler for boiler heat?
Yep.
You tapped into that for your camper?
No. Right now, I got the heat on, but it's like low as it could go, and it's well insulated here. So,
yeah. I say, make a thing that goes in the window of the camper, and just blow the heat in from off the boiler.
Yep.
I seen some.
Your camper there in that firewood place?
Yeah.
That's what I thought. Okay.
Oh, he's parked at the zoo.
Get all that wood. Free wood. Hey,
he's got all kinds of critters living there.
Yep.
Hey, Bob.
We got sheep, goats, cows, ducks. We got them all here. We even have turtles, the big turtles.
Time to do some
soup. What the hell is this thing doing?
Yep.
Let's say hi to Bob. Hi, Bob. What about Bob? I love that movie. I'm sailing.
You're sailing.
I'm away.
Yeah. But yeah.
So what's going on with the other?
What's that?
What's going on with that other dude out in Ohio?
I'm assuming he's just working his butt off. I haven't talked to him in about a month.
I thought maybe he just left us for a bunch of orphans.
He may have. I don't know.
Johnny Best is in the house.
Hey, Johnny, how you doing?
All right, how y'all doing?
Awesome.
And
I see that
got
John Clem
chicken and
character's
sausage.
here, huh?
Missy got that chicken and sausage gumbo, man. This house stinks. I'll tell you what, this house stinks.
I did catfish bites tonight for supper.
Catfish bites.
Or nuggets. I'm sorry, catfish nuggets. They're just little pieces of farm raised catfish. I did
It's
them
not
up
the
in
belly flap, is it?
possibly. I'm not sure.
They had that silver stuff on one side.
Yep.
That's belly flap. You can just trim that off, like with a fillet knife, and get rid of that taste.
It's got skin on one side and that silver on the other, and both of them peel right off after you cook it. So, I marinated them in some lemon juice and some Creole seasoning overnight.
Oh, you didn't fry them.
I air fried them. Put them in the air fryer.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
They had like a harvest festival thing here yesterday. I was over there because we were supposed to close up the machine shed, but that didn't happen because there's only like 3 of us that showed up. But I went up there. They had a couple of food trucks, and I said, I'm going to get me a hot dog. And the worst thing I ever tasted was a fried hot dog.
I like fried hot dogs.
I'm gonna have to try that. I never deep fried one. I'm gonna run it through. I don't think
They have a complete different taste between fried and boiled.
Yeah.
no.
Oh, I don't like boiled.
Me, I love fried foods.
A&D Lawn Tractor just became my best friend.
Oh,
Yeah.
I hope he's going to share that.
But no, I've for the last month or more, I've been using my air fryer like every day. Sometimes twice a day because I buy these little brown and serve sausages, the family bags, and I'll put half a dozen of them in there first thing in the morning, cook them while I'm taking my shower and stuff, and then I eat those for breakfast and out the door I go.
Yeah, I made pancakes this morning.
I use my crock pot a lot, and it's the same thing. It's a toaster oven / air fryer, regular oven, and a toaster all together.
It sounds like the thing I was looking at Walmart today.
It's nice.
I've got a what they call a countertop oven. It's a little smaller than that. The oven. Yeah, the oven part's a little bigger, but all it is an oven. You can toast stuff in it too, but I used to use it for making like the little frozen pizzas and stuff when I was living in the apartment.
I could fit a full-size pizza in that.
Yeah.
Yep.
I used to do steaks and stuff in it too, hamburgers. But I just seen on a clip today. I want to say it's not Milwaukee. One of the other tool companies come out with a job site microwave that runs off battery.
I've seen that.
Makita, that's it. Makita, I think, does it. It's blue, which is be pretty neat, if you want to microwave something.
How I used to keep my stuff hot on the roads. I used to open up the hood and put the little oil right on top of the manifold. And the time I got to the job site, it was nice and warm.
Hey, when I worked in the oil field, when I was tending wells, I got a used truck from another guy, but he had 2 metal things made up that were like wired to the exhaust manifold. You could put a sandwich in there. He used to put cans of soup in it. Poke a little hole on the top, put a piece of aluminum foil over it, set the can of soup there, and after do it first thing in the morning. By lunchtime, he said he'd have a nice hot cup of soup, hot bowl of soup. Take a little bit of water and add to it to dilute it down, to cool it down. Oh yeah.
Hey, what works good too? If you can wrap it up good enough and get it to stay there, putting it on the exhaust manifold of the old scraper.
Well, I've seen truck drivers have little things.
Just got to know how to get it on there so it doesn't fall.
Well, some of the guys just had baskets, like wire baskets, wired above their exhaust manifolds in their trucks, and they would throw like foil wrapped sandwiches or hamburger patties or whatever in there and cook them that way. And then I know there were some guys that had well sites that they could pull off the lease road. They were back in the woods, and they were far enough away from the well. They would literally start a little charcoal fire and grill stuff for lunch. But that's just rumor, So,
yep, just a rumor, Ed, right?
Just a rumor.
Yeah. I've got a dehydrator around here somewhere. No, not.
You would.
I would never do anything like that because you're not allowed to open flames around the wellheads and stuff. So,
Well, what do they consider around?
within 1,000 feet is what they say.
Oh, really? That's a long way, huh?
That's a little less than a quarter mile. But I had some wellheads that from the time you rolled off the edge of the road back to the wellhead was 3/4 of a mile. So there's plenty of places in that Long Am Woods and stuff you can stop, and you can't be seen from the road and can't be seen from any place else, and just really really nice places just to hang out, and if somebody was so inclined to take a little nap. So, but yeah, I've been looking into. I've got a gas furnace out in my garage. I've had it for about 4 years now, something like that, 5 years. It's never been hooked up. But I've been looking at getting a LP conversion kit for it, just so in the evenings, whenever I want to go out there and work after work for a couple hours, I don't have to fire up the oil burner, because it takes 2 or 3 hours for that oil burner to get up to good hot temperature to raise the temperature in the garage. And I mean, I've got a big torpedo heater, but that thing just puts off so many fumes,
Is it the wall, the gas heater?
Yeah, you are.
No, this is actually a LP this is actually a natural gas furnace, like a house furnace.
Yep.
But it's a bottom draft. It drafts from the bottom. So I've got it probably 6 feet up in the air.
Boom, boom, boom.
Ooh, awesome!
$2 super chat.
Yes, sir. Awesome. Thank you, Bob. Appreciate that, buddy.
Nice.
Yeah, y'all don't have to do that stuff, but I do appreciate it.
They want to hear the booms.
Ed will be happy with just a big old hug.
Oh yeah, I'm happy if y'all just watch and give the thumbs up. I'm happy with that, man.
RV Live got his date.
I gotta jump off here. I'm getting the eyeball.
All right.
Thank
you, Jeff.
I'll wear my day pants sometimes. But yeah, we'll leave in a minute. Misty said gumbo's ready.
Ooh, gumbo is ready.
Yeah, so you know what that means.
Here in Cajun, Go Boom is worth it. Awesome. Did Daryl send in a sick note? No, Daryl did not send in a sick note, but Delisa did come in and report him off work or off duty. So, that's good enough. but yeah, hopefully. What causes a flywheel to crack? The biggest cause of a flywheel to crack, in my experience, is somebody over tightening them on with like an impact or something like that, and that taper pushing out on them, or somebody smacking them with a hammer of some sort. All right, John. Thank you for stopping in, buddy. I really appreciate it.
See you later, John.
Damn. Thank you, Scott. Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, Edo's Mill, boom, boom, boom. Yeah, boom, 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 boom. $20 super chat. He said, top that, y'all.
You know when you know you had something, but you can't find it?
Every day of my life. my sanity.
I know I had it, but I can't find it. So I guess crackers would be good right now.
Well, I was craving something crunchy yesterday afternoon on the way home from Mom's, so I stopped in Dollar General and bought me some pork rinds. And I wasn't paying attention. I usually get the sweet and spicy ones. Well, I got the
flavor.
What is it? Louisiana hot sauce ones.
Ooh.
Okay.
Talk about waking you up.
Really?
That's what I get at the dollar store. Just like Pringles.
Oh, the Pringles, yeah.
Yep, just for $1.25.
Yeah. Walmart's got them. They call stacks. I don't know if Pringles makes them for Walmart, but Johnny swears by them. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there's my train coming in. Speaking of trains earlier.
I'll be right back.
Can y'all hear that train?
Yeah, I can.
Okay.
All right. Sorry, my feet were cold, so I had my little portable heater on in the office with the curtain closed. It's gotten quite a little bit warm in here, so I just had to shut that off.
Oh.
That's like me.
Well, Ed, I appreciate you having me up. But Missy said the wrong thing earlier. Gumbo's ready.
I hear you, man.
Gumbo for a couple of days. So
yeah, I
love y'all too. Again. Full time.
I love y'all too.
Huh?
I say I love y'all too. But if somebody told me Gumbo is ready, I'm out.
Yeah. Yep. Well, we all love y'all. So everybody in chat, good seeing y'all again. And y'all know the routine. It's good being gnawed to the grass. Y'all stay safe. Be that way. Be that way. Stay safe. And as always, love, peace, and crackling grease. Catch y'all later.
Pluta. Later. And Scott 473 said, "You can keep the snow, please." We probably will. I'm sorry, I got a private message here I got to look at. Okay, Liz, I'll finish reading that message whenever I get off here. I get you, but yeah. So I'm gonna try to get the conversion kit for that because it's natural gas now. The original thought was to run natural gas out there until I looked at the cost of the drops to bring the gas from in the house and then down on the ground. Things are like $100. Those things are like $100 a piece. I need 2 of them. The conversion kit's under $100. So I'll run an LP tank. I've got a couple big ones. So
that's the way to go. Put them right in the back.
2-liter J. I don't know who you are, and you have to turn your camera on, buddy, before I can bring you up on panel. So
never heard of them.
we're gonna bring him up. He's a newbie, so One-Eyed Cat.
How's it going, fellas?
Pretty good. How you doing?
Pretty good, man. Going from stream to stream tonight, guys. So I don't know what you guys are necessarily talking about, but I want to know if you guys are interested in receiving the good news of Jesus Christ today.
He's done visited, and we accepted him and passed him on. So sorry about that, but yeah. Thank you for the offer, buddy. But we don't discuss religion, politics, or anything like that here. This is just a fun get together and hang out with our friends.
So this is what I like to do. You gotta get the peanut butter. You can get this at Walmart. It's the cheap, all natural. It's the one that you tip upside down and gotta mix the oil together and stuff, right? So it's not very, very thick. So I usually get a banana. It don't look yummy, but tell you what.
Oh wait. Oh man.
But it's really good.
So,
hey, Uncle Mark, how you doing? And One-Eyed Cat, how you doing, buddy? Thank you guys for stopping in.
That was a good answer, Ed.
So, but I actually checked. I was at the grocery store, I think Tuesday, and I've seen some really beautiful bananas. So I pulled out my little pocket computer and looked it up. And I can't eat bananas.
Oh, no way.
Nope. They're too high in carbs.
Well,
Damn, man, that sucks.
I'll probably eat like that thing of bananas you see there. I had 3 of them already today. This is my 4th one. That should be gone by tomorrow afternoon. That's my
Well,
my snack.
We know you're bananas, but that's why we love you.
One, Mr. Breaks, you didn't see that?
What's that?
Hold on.
His dipping his banana in the peanut butter.
You are nuts. See, see, perfect. You're bananas. I mean, we knew you were. But hey, look at it this way. I'd make liver and onions and make a sandwich of it and put it in meatloaf.
Breaks, that went right over your head. You don't even know what that was.
Sure, I do.
Needs to make a friend a banana sandwich.
Yep.
Uncle, I can speak tonight. Uncle Mark says he got the head apart on the Equinox video or parts coming Friday. Do another videos on it while he waits. Awesome. My nephew has a Cub Cadet side by side. I don't know what kind of engine's in it. It's not a Cub Cadet engine. It's some other Japanese or Chinese engine. But he got all the parts. He got new valves, new valves, new seals, and some other parts for it. He asked if I'd redo the head, relap the head, or relap the valves and stuff in the head. So he brought it over the other day. So I'm going to be doing a video on that.
Well, since we're in a conversation about mud mowers and tractors and polo tractors, as you all know, every once in a while I'll pop up and say, "Where's the Lucky 7?" I'm actually trying to look for it past, like year or so. So if anybody's on YouTube, they happen to see a mud mower that used to be the Lucky 7, try to get a hold of me and tell me who has it. Because last I known it was in Sewage, Massachusetts. That was the last corner. Last I known, excuse me, he bought it to stick it in his living room and make a coffee table out of it. I haven't seen it. Yeah, I haven't seen it online or anything. So I don't know what happened to it. I can't get a hold of the guy. Numbers changed. So.
Oh, I'd laugh like hell if you got finally catch up to him and he finds your tractor in the living room as a coffee table surrounded with plexiglass. That'd be funny as shit.
I would be very surprised. I would be like shocked.
he did have me sign it before he actually took it. So I don't know.
Who knows, Lucky? Maybe he's waiting for you to croak and think it's going to be worth $1 million. You know, send it to SEMA and say, here he is, the legendary Lucky 7 Mudmore. And hey, you know something? Stranger things have happened.
Never know.
Or he's hanging on to it for when Lucky becomes infamous, and can say, "Hey, I got a piece of history."
Yep.
Maybe he's going to start a Mudmore museum, and yours is going to be the first piece.
Good possibility.
Hey, we got museums for everything else, so why not a Mudmore museum?
In the town where I work, there is a troll museum for like the troll dolls. It's called the Troll Hole, and they have a coffee shop and everything in there.
Wow. So what's the coffee made of, Mud?
Don't know. I've never been in it, but I've seen pictures of it and everything else, and they're on Facebook. If you look up Troll Hole, hopefully you'll find it. So.
I just went. I had to go to Lowe's because when I took the faucet off, the little nut. It's a Mullins faucet I took out, and it has the nut right in the center that you got to disconnect the water line and then put the 5/8 socket in the center.
Yep.
The 5/8 socket became part of the 5/8 nut became part of the faucet. Let's just say.
I believe it.
So I said, "You son of a bitch!" I went and dragged an air line from the garage, fired up the air compressor. I said, "Well, it's either going to break the sink or break the faucet. We'll see what happens first." Yeah, I broke the sink. I didn't break the sink, but I really screwed up the water lines, so I had to go up and get some new water lines.
Should have replaced those anyways. Did you get the braided ones or the white ones?
I got the braided ones, but they were already replaced a year ago. Lucky, they didn't need to be changed. But they do now. I kind of went right. The air hammer cut that nut right off, and went right through, and whoops, and took out one water line. So I said, "Screw it, I'm gonna excuse me, just buy both."
Yeah, they're only like $10 a piece.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you, I'm loving my washer and dryer up here on the first floor. The main floor.
Right.
The only thing I'm not liking about it is the dryer is a different style than I'm used to, and the door, instead of being like the full round door, it's like rectangle, so it's not real tall. That dryer is really, really deep.
Did you fall in?
No, I didn't fall in, but I got to get socks out. I got to get down on one knee to reach all the way in the back.
Sounds like you got to build a pedestal for it, raise it up.
What I'm thinking about doing is just getting some 4x4 and raising it up. Yeah, well, just two runners. I got two 1x4s under it right now, sitting on, just to span the pressure. So I'm thinking about just getting a couple 4x4s. I've got a couple untreated oak ones at work. They come from skids. Just take it back in the carpenter shop and cut them off the length I need. And
oh, come on, Ed, you're a mechanic. Make one out of metal.
I thought about it, but I didn't remove the carpet from where the washer and dryer are sitting, and I'm afraid that the steel, even painted, will eventually rust. Road Runner,
Rubber legs on it. Put rubber legs on it.
Yeah, maybe that'll be a winter project. Maybe we'll do it for winter.
That's my intention with the back of the RV.
Katana, hey Katana, buddy. I know what's wrong with it. It ain't got no fuel in it. If you guys didn't see Katana's last video, go watch it. I'm not laughing at you, brother. I am laughing with you, just because you called it. Thank God for good people along the way that'll help a brother out. He was out riding his motorcycle, and apparently it was in the spring of the year because he said it was the spring, but he thought he had enough fuel in it. he didn't.
How far do you have to walk to get fuel?
Not very far at all. He was pushing it along, and some nice guy along the road offered him some fuel, so gave him enough to get him to the gas station.
That's nice.
Oh yeah, but I bet you he was having fun while he was doing it. While he was out riding. I mean, springtime riding.
It could have been worse. The guy that tried to offer the help, he could have been driving an electric car.
It was actually some guy at the house that looked like that when he was pushing it by, offered it to him. Like I say, he pushed it a couple blocks. Still, pushing a motorcycle a couple blocks is bad enough,
Depends on the motorcycle too. Can you imagine pushing a Goldwing a couple blocks? I'd leave it there and go get gas.
He ain't got no small bike, man.
This is the reason why they make Harley Davidson's light, so he can push them when they break down.
Oh, you're bad.
That's why old Harley rider is always riding groups.
Yeah.
You know it's funny. When my grandfather died, when he told me to crush his old 48 Indian Chief, I'm still getting people complaining about that. They're like, you should have just said he was dead. I says, you know something? You're right. He wouldn't have probably never known, but I would have known. He wanted it crushed, because he didn't want no one else to ride it.
Hey, it's lovely Lisa. How you doing, dear? Thank you for stopping in. Glad you're feeling better. She commented on one of my videos that she was feeling a little better.
That's good.
Yeah, you're right, Tommy. We've all had them Homer Simpsons. Oh!
Yep.
So
I went out for a walk yesterday afternoon when it stopped raining. Not even 30 seconds into the trail. I mean, I was right in that wood line, and I walked within like 5 minutes. I swear to God, there was a deer sitting right there looking right at me. I had enough time to pull out my phone and push that record and walk another 20 feet towards the deer before it took off.
I seen that.
Yep. That was nice too.
You need to strap your action cam to your chest and just walk along, and if you don't catch anything, just erase it. And
yeah, true.
I can't believe
I can't remember last time I charged the GoPro.
What was that, Lucky?
I said I can't remember the last time I charged my GoPro batteries.
Yeah.
You're probably dead now.
I have no clue why they removed the reserve on the motorcycle gas tanks and stuff.
Yeah, that don't make sense.
Nope.
My father had a spare gas. He used to keep a quart metal can of gas. He left in a saddlebag just for those incidences where he forgot to fill up.
Well, nowadays you can't do that. If that gas sits there for like a week, it's bad.
Yeah. Oh, back then we're talking the 70s.
All right. So, but yeah, I'm glad to see he got it going again and was off on his way. But I've got an old gas can sitting in the back of my truck, and it don't have a lid on it. And had one of the guys at work tell me, "Hey, that thing don't have a lid on it. I'm like, dude, it's got holes and stuff in it. That's why it's sitting in the bed of my truck. I said it ain't there in case I run out of gas or nothing. I just have it. I'm letting it air out until I can cut it up and throw it in my trash can. And if I just leave it sit outside the garage, I'm worried that somebody is gonna, can of gas, and then come up and see everything else. Oh, hey, this and this, So I just threw it in the back of my truck. And
so did you get a brand new gas tank for your truck, Ed?
No, they weren't available. I looked online and stuff, and every place they offered the steel ones for the 2500 and 3500s, but they didn't offer. There was no plastic ones available anywhere. And besides, there were $400 or something like that for one. That's more than the truck's probably worth. So,
yeah.
My friend Danny found one at a local junkyard. Actually, I think there was 3 of them there, and he picked the best one of the 3. And he actually picked it up, brought it to me, under $100 for it. So,
you're lucky around here. They put holes in them. They won't let you buy a used one.
Well, he used to work at this junkyard, and so he called them first, and they're like, "Yeah, we got some of them trucks out here. We'll go out, pull the tanks off, and bring them up to the shop." And none of them had fuel in them, so.
Hey, do you ever deal with LKQ heavy truck?
No, but I've seen their trucks and stuff sitting around.
I dealt with them last week, and it was I think it was a Friday. I ordered a hood for one of the Sterlings, and it was coming from like Maryland, somewhere in like middle of the country. And so I said to the guy, I says, "All right, so I'll see it maybe Thursday or Friday." So, yeah, that's not a problem. Well, that's when I scheduled for this truck to come back from a different location because it had to be towed. Guess what showed up Monday?
Your hood?
The hood.
Yeah.
I don't know how the hell it got from the destination over the weekend to here on a Monday afternoon.
If it's what I think it is, they have their own dedicated fleet of delivery trucks and stuff. So
yes, they do. But I'm just saying, as soon as when this guy got off the phone, he probably had somebody on that hood taking it off that existing truck, putting it up on a crate, building the crate, wrapping it, and put it on their truck to be sent back up here to Rhode Island.
Right.
And what I'm trying to say is it's very good, fast service.
Yeah, I've seen their trucks run around town here, but I've never dealt with them or anything. But I may have to if stuff keeps going the way they're going.
The truck hood, I found one on eBay. It was $2,500 plus crate fee plus shipping. That would have been over like $3,500. So I called them. That was $1,400, $150 for crate, and $1,000 for shipping. So I got it for the same price I would have got it off of friggin' eBay.
Right, and probably better quality.
It is painted white. It does have the number 3 on it from whatever company it used to be, but no other lettering. No, like, how should I say it? Like the fiberglass cracks. It don't have any of that, so the paint itself is decent enough. But like a wet sand, just paint over.
Good.
But yeah.
I was looking for a minibus all summer long, at a good price, and never really seen any sitting around or anything like that. Now that I've decided to hold off on buying one, I'm seeing them everywhere.
It did the way it always works.
There's a guy that's probably about, I don't know, 8 miles down the road on the other side of the lake. He has one of the old small yellow minibuses, 4,500. He says it runs. I don't know what else, but for 4,500, somebody could make a nice little house out of that.
I remember when I was a kid, they used to have our minibuses in this town were they were just glorified RVs that were gutted, and they just put seats in them.
I had a station wagon as my minibus. One of those old station wagons with the crank down window, and I had that little sign that came up off the top of the roof that said school bus on it.
Hey, Kane, how you doing, bud? Well, I kick myself every time I drive by one. I was watching an auction down in Georgia. Now, these were running, driving buses. I think there was 4 of them in the auction. Not one of them went for over $500.
Of course.
And I went back to a bunch of different auction sites and never seen one since. Kane Sample, how you doing, bud? Thank you for stopping in. Appreciate it.
What's up, Kane?
So, did that surprise you at all?
Well, Uncle Mark, what I'm waiting for is to get my roof done, because there's some stuff that when they redo the roof that insurance will not cover. like the plywood and stuff like that. So whenever it gets done, then I'll go back to my search.
So are they going to do asphalt?
Yeah, they're going to do asphalt. Like I said in the last live stream, I think they found out that the color and brand of shingles that are on here are discontinued. So
that's good for you. That's probably like, yeah, I get a whole new roof.
Yeah. So I'm just waiting they actually got a letter from Owens Corning, the construction company did, stating that that particular line was discontinued. And whenever stock runs out at the distributors, there will be no more made. Well, the stock is already gone at all the distributors in this area. So
look at it this way: that roof, once they do it, if they do it like they did mine, especially put snow and ice guard over the whole thing, and put a new roof. Most of them are 30-year roof guarantee. You'll be dead, gone, and buried, or sold the house before you need another roof.
Yeah. Hey, Andrew, how you doing, bud? Thank you for stopping in. Yeah, I wanted to steal, but like you just said, Briggs, I figured, if it's a 30-year guarantee, I'm rolling up on 52. By the time I'm 82, I won't care if this roof leaks. I'll probably be sitting in a nursing home somewhere, twiddling my thumbs and, drooling on myself.
If you were still alive and in good health, you wouldn't care if you had to buy another roof at that point. I mean, if you were still able, still able to get around and and you had you wouldn't care at that point,
Exactly.
You'd be glad to be alive. Oh, 10 grand. Hey, I'll borrow the money, because then you wouldn't care at that point.
Andrew, I've lived in a place that had a metal roof, and I actually like that sound when the rain comes down on it. So that wouldn't have bothered me one bit. I rented a place that had metal roof on it, and then the porch the covered porch was like 20 by 20, and it was just the steel roof. I used to love to go out there in the summertime and sit on that porch when the rain was down. Yeah, it was loud, but it's something about that drumming sound just kind of, I don't know, calms me or whatever. Guess it drowns out all the voices in my head or whatever. Or maybe it was the voices of my ex. I don't know.
You're bad.
I don't know, but yeah.
That's why I went with asphalt. My roof was, mine was a grant money. It was 10 grand. As long as I lived there for another 5 years, I don't have to pay it back. So you know something, I'll go with what I had.
Yep. Tommy asked if I would love to get one of them buses from a southern state, someplace where they don't have the road salt and that. Like I said, after they get the roofing and everything all done, I'm going to I'll probably start looking at the auctions and stuff again and watching the auctions. And I've got a friend that she doesn't work. She don't need to work, but anytime I ask her about anything, hey, have you ever seen this? Like within 20 minutes, she's messaging me back or calling me back, saying, yeah, here, I'm sending you 5 links to this and 5 links to that and blah, blah, blah. And she is like the super snoop of finding stuff on the internet. So I'll sick her on it. I'll give her a price limit and say, here, find me one. Now I have found like the city buses, the little van front city buses. I don't like the looks of those. I like the looks of the old yellow school bus style, like the van front school buses. I don't know. I think the city buses would be taller inside, but I don't.
What do you want? The mini, like the 6-seat, like the 25-seater or whatever?
Yeah, just a little van front, ones that has like a express van in the front and the school bus in the back.
You could find something like the American Pickers style van with a diesel in it.
I don't want a diesel.
You don't want a diesel?
Nope. Nope. Diesel fuel is way too expensive, and if it breaks down someplace along the side of the road, there's not a whole lot you can do to fix them.
True, I'll give you that.
You know, if I want to take the thing out to Arizona, you know, and I drop an injector or something like that, dude, I can go to any parts store, buy one, put it in. You know.
Oh yeah.
Diesels, you can't. I mean, you can, but a normal parts store is probably not going to carry the injector and stuff you need. And if you have an injector go bad on a diesel, there's more to it than just the injector going bad. So
that's why
I know.
That's why I like this RV. There's not much to this engine, and on top of that, most of the electrical stuff I already bought brand new at Federated Auto Parts, and it cost me maybe about $50 for the electronic stuff. So if anything fails, I already have it.
My first truck was like that. My very first truck was a 72 Ford F100 pickup truck, one of the old style. And I had a problem with the distributor went bad. So I said, okay. So I literally went up to it was still called National Auto. I don't know if you remember that. Mm-hmm. Went up there and I told him I need points and a bearing for the distributor. Guy smiled at me and laughed. He came out and he goes, "How's this look?" And I said, "What is it?" Gave me a brand new distributor, cap, rotor, and the plugs. He says, "How much money you got?" I says, "I don't know." He said, "Well, this thing's been sitting on the shelf for 25 years. How much money you got in your pocket?" I opened up my wallet. I said, "I got $60 cash." He handed it to me. Have fun. But came home, put it in. I mean, I put that in. Then the carburetor was screwed up. Went over there, asked him for a carburetor rebuild kit. He came out, pulled this box off the shelf. It had so much dust on it, it was scary. He came out. He says, "How's $50 sound for a rebuild carburetor? Brand new." It was a Carter 1 barrel because I think it was a 250 straight 6.
Hey, I already have a carburetor kit. Just for those, I ordered it online. So just in case, a carburetor kit, breaks down, I can take the cob off, and
I basically spent less than $125 for that truck for the ignition and the fuel system. I put both that carburetor ignition system on. That truck was like Ed's truck. It had more rust on it than steel. I had to get rid of it when the frame was solid. The cab mounts, I rebuilt the cab mounts, rebuilt the floors. But when the box blew off going 70 miles an hour down the highway, I said, "Yep, it literally blew off the truck."
Well, I got this gasket from eBay, original Felpro gasket for the transmission, and it's original. Well, not original to the truck, but original part from the manufacturer. So I got that. I found that. It's just the small things that I've been keeping. The same thing with the belts.
I wish I'd kept that truck.
Old stock belts, I'm not going to put them on, but it's just a fact just to have them, for spares.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Well, I drove an '80 Chevy Love truck in high school, and my local Napa store started stocking. I mean, they had the distributor cap and rotor for it, but they started stocking them just for me because the bearings in the distributor were bad, and I didn't want to replace the distributor in it, and it would actually burn the cap and rotor out about every 600 miles or so, about every 3 months. And I would carry an extra one in my truck in the glove box. And right along the side of the road, that thing would start snapping and popping and missing and everything else. I'd pull over, flip the hood open because it flipped forward. Flip the hood open, pop that thing off, pull the wires off, throw the new stuff on, put everything back together, throw the wire. 5 minutes, man. I was done. Down the road I'd go. Yep. And I think it was like $12 for the cap and rotor. So.
Well, I got the 440 inside this camper, so basically is so large. What I do is get I think it's the pumpkin or the turtle hood.
Yeah,
I think it's the turtle hood. Unclip that. I could work on it. Not even going outside unless it's the fan belts. That's the only thing I would have to change out there is the fan belts. But otherwise, I got all access right here.
Yeah, but that's when they made him quality, Lucky. I mean, yeah, a buddy of mine said the same thing. He worked these new contract they're offering these United Auto Workers. He says they're great. These guys ought to take it. I mean, what they're offering them, they'll make more than a nurse will.
Yeah, I used to I like the old vans that had the big doghouse you could take out of the way and work on the back of the engine. The only downside of them is the footwell where you put your feet was so small. The new ones have a smaller dog box and bigger footwell, but it's a pain in the butt to work on the things.
It's nice when it's raining out to change valve covers, ain't it, Ed? You take the doghouse out and you change the valve cover sitting in the seat.
Yep, that's pretty much how I do it here.
Well, on the GMs, the oil pressure sensor on the back of the motor that goes bad. It's really nice to be able to take that doghouse out and change them, because even on the full-size trucks, that thing's down on the backside of the motor. It's a pain in the butt to get to.
Oh, I bet you.
I'm hoping by end of next spring, I'll be turning the key on this thing and take it off down south and make my way up mid-coast. Well, not mid-coast, but Midwest area.
Awesome.
So my plan is to start where I am, go down towards Florida, then Texas, back up, and back east, make my way up towards upstate New York, Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine, and back down. So I'm hoping I could be able to do that like end of spring. I got pretty much cosmetic wise, brakes are fine, everything is fine. It's just I like to do a couple more things inside to make it more comfortable for myself.
Boneyard, yeah. Hey, Boneyard, don't talk too loud, man. Nate may branch out and become incorporated and make his way up to New York, selling them tractors and stuff he's working on. But yeah, the reason I want one is because they're 1-ton vehicles, so I can get my big 16 or 18 foot box trailer to pull my tractors and stuff in. But like if there's a pull, say it's 4 hours away, I can leave the night before, go down so far. I've been looking at single hideaway beds. They look like an armchair that fold out into a bed. Get one of those and throw in the back. When I would get tired, roll it out, take a nap, get back on the road, go on down, make a little mini kitchen in it. If I want to cook something or whatever, and
And I have enough room, just my bathroom alone, to be able to slide. Even if I had the Lucky 7. Make an entrance door where the shower is, which is on the side, and drive the Lucky 7 into the bathroom. Just shut out the bathroom. I have enough room back there.
Well, see, I want a box.
If I wanted it.
Well, see, I want a box trailer. That way, like when I'm not working on it or whatever, it can stay locked up in there and frees up space in my garage. There's so much crap that I take with me, weights and fuel and my easy up awning and, tools and, all that kind of crap that can all be stored, made places in the trailer to be stored permanently, and then, when I get home, my little open trailer, my little 5x10 or 5x10 open trailer.
You talk about your truck, it wouldn't hold it.
Oh, no. That's why in the spring I was kind of looking at 14-foot trailers, but the price on them were like just astronomical. Even for the small 6x12, 6x14, I want a 7x16 or a 7x18.
You mean you don't want to do? Hey, Ed, you could do like that guy. It was on the news. I saw it on the news channel. Some U-Haul trailer mysteriously disappeared. 30 years ago, and someone dropped it off at a U-Haul center, and no cameras, no nothing. It's like 30 years late. And they can't.
All right. Yeah. All right. Good night, Ben. Thank you for stopping in, buddy. I know it's like way late there.
Good night, Ben.
So, but yeah, I actually looked at some small U-Haul trucks. I want to be able to, like, if I decide one weekend that we're not pulling or whatever, if I want to go to the campground, down South Ohio or someplace like that, I can just throw some stuff in there, take off, go, spend the weekend, and then, come back. And like I said, if I want to go to a pool, even out of state somewhere, I can just load up and go. So
that makes sense.
And I've got the perfect name for it. It's going to be the Polar Bus. So.
Well, that's the thing. Everybody names an RV. According to everyone that I've been socializing with, they have a name for that RV. So I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to name my RV, but I don't want it to be like a lucky thing. I want it to be a girl's name. You know what I mean? I just can't figure out what's a good name for the girl, for a trailer. I mean, for the camper.
Christine.
That'd be. I give you. Hey, something? I give you two names I would use. Christine is one. Nancy or Camilla.
No, it can't be Christine. Can't be Christine because for two reasons. One is the vehicle car movie, and the other one is my ex-girlfriend. And there's no way. No.
That's why I said it. It's a double whammy.
Yep.
You can name it Lola. Then he could sing to it. La 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 Lola. La 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 Lola.
No Christine.
I'd name it Christine though before I would Nancy or Camilla.
Nah.
Consuela. Sorry, Consuela.
I'll figure something.
All right, Boneyard. Hopefully I'm available. I didn't see Lucky's live until after it was over today.
Yeah, that was just I did a live. The first one I did was just a replay. What I've been actually doing is taking my playlist, like the smaller playlist, and I'll replay them all on one video, like a live. So therefore, people don't have to hit that playlist. They just watch that one video. It could be 2 hours, 3 hours long. My biggest one I would like to do is my shop videos. I like to do a playlist of the shop videos. Well, I have them now, but not all together. And then what I do is like the shop videos when there's nothing going on, it's just dead. I like to cut it, delete that and re-edit all of it. Where it's actually, action, doing something.
Right. Did you see Wayne's idea for a name?
Nah, I don't get the chat on there.
Vida Loco.
Vida Loco. That sounds good. Vida Loco.
A Vida Loco. Living a Vida Loco.
No, wait a minute. Then I'll have immigration pull me over all the time thinking there's scuffle. I'm transported.
You could put no hablo English.
Yeah.
Sunday around 9 a.m. That would probably work. But
I don't know. I was thinking about either a girl's name or something really crazy. I was actually, at first, my first thought was Franks and Beans.
There you go.
Just something, crazy,
You could name it Chocolate Starfish.
Yeah. Bananas.
Banana sandwich.
Yeah. Just something that's like weird out, stick out. You know, somebody say, "Oh, did you see that RV that said this guy's name on it or this name?" They'll automatically know. You know.
There's a boat name, I can't remember what it is now. It's a museum now. Name it after a boat. But yeah, that's kind of my idea why I want a mini bus, because I was looking at old ambulances,
Yep.
and the more I checked into them, they look great on the outside because they're well taken care of on the outside.
Yep.
But when you get up, at least up in this area, when you get underneath, they are trashed.
Well, again, since we're talking about ambulances, Mr. Briggs, yes, I was correct about RV Lucky. RV Lucky does have an ambulance. I had to go back and double check on his thing. He does have it. So who you're thinking of is probably somebody different than I was thinking of. But
well, I was looking at some videos of people that bought old ambulances to convert them into like toter homes and stuff like that.
Yep.
And you know the bigger 5500, 6500 series,
Yep.
top kicks and stuff like that. And everybody said the same thing. They got tons of storage on the outside. Even the insides of the vehicle are nice.
Yep.
It's when you get underneath of them, all the aluminum's rotted, the steel frames are rotted. It's just they take really good care of the outside of them and wash them and wax them and take care of the insides. It's just the undercarriage is what goes to pot. So that kind of got checked off the list. All right. Take care, Thomas. Hope you have a good evening. Thank you for stopping in, buddy. Appreciate it. Yeah, I'll probably shut this one down here in about another 5 minutes or so. I'm staying a little longer because I'm on vacation and I don't have to get up in the morning as early. I'll still be up, but
lucky bear. I'm usually in bed by now, so I'm staying up a lot later too. Usually 8 o'clock. Everybody knows I'm in bed by 8 o'clock.
I'm usually in bed by 9. But I figured I slept till 4:45 this morning, so I got a little bit extra sleep. I got my buddy coming over at 9 o'clock in the morning, Kane, to help me clean the garage. So, Nate, the Mower King, we were just talking about you.
Yep. What's up, Nate?
So,
yeah, I couldn't picture Ed staying awake all night. He ain't a Jimmy C.
No, definitely not a Jimmy C. Years back when I first started YouTube and stuff, Friday nights we'd stay up till 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, but
yeah, that's what 10 years ago.
About 4.5, something like that.
I don't know. I started mine about 10 years ago. We were talking at the time.
I didn't actually start making. I mean, I've had my channel for a long time, but I didn't. I think 2015 is when I made the channel. But I didn't actually start. I didn't start posting videos until like 2018.
Yeah.
I actually started
looking.
We only got a couple more. I only got just over a week, and I'll be heading to Bahamas. Who wants to go for me? I'm trying to get out of it still.
November 28th, 2012. That's when I started. I have 310,525 views.
I don't remember what mine was. I just know mine.
You got to go to your page and just go all the way over to where it says about, and it'll tell you where.
We'll look later.
Yeah.
But I
wow, I have that many videos, 726 videos.
I didn't start posting videos until right after my dad passed away. So I needed something to do, take my mind off shit. So, and Dougie was the Dougie was the first channel that I watched, first channel that I subscribed to. He's the first one that actually talked to me in a live stream, and then
talk to anybody.
And then he invited me over to another live stream that he was going to, so I went over there, and then he introduced me to Nate, and so Dougie and Nate are some of my first subscribers.
Yep.
And I still remember Nate was working on Johnny's mud mower, and it was an opposed twin at the time, and he was having problems with the carburetor, and I kind of helped him, talked him through the fuel pump on it.
Those were the days, if you go back and look at some of the live videos that we all had, going back five years or so, you look at that, the community that there was, if somebody goes live, you had automatically that panel was full, no matter who it was.
Yep.
Now it just seems like, everybody's out for each other's throats. It's not like the community's tight like it used to be.
Mm-hmm. Well, my last 3 live streams, as soon as I shut them down within 2 hours, I get flagged for not ad friendly.
Oh wow!
So I protest it, and by Wednesday of that week, they find it. There's no issue with it. I don't know what's been going on. I haven't changed anything. Haven't talked about anything that that I know of that would be ad unfriendly.
Yeah, I've never heard you.
Nope.
So I don't know. It's and a lot of it's community standards that have changed, and that's why a lot of the community, the old school guys don't come around no more. You got to watch what you say and watch what you talk about. So,
it's time for me to bring my freedom of speech back up.
Yeah. Well, basically the only reason I keep doing my live streams, I like everybody that comes in, and it's just to get caught up with everybody. The old school guys. I don't really have anything new to say. Basically what you guys see in my videos the week before is what I've done. So,
yeah, I'm actually bringing back the depression and anxiety videos next month. I've been telling everybody on that. I'll probably have maybe 2 for that month. I haven't figured out which Friday, but one at the beginning of the month and one towards the end of the month.
Yeah. Nate says your beard's too sexy for YouTube, Ed.
That's why I cut it off. That's I don't show the whole thing. You can't handle the beard. Yeah. I hope Nate starts bringing back his live streams. I like watching his work on stuff.
Well, you better make some room.
To destroy tools.
You better make some room down there, Nate, for me. Sometime late spring.
Hi, Bocce. Bocce, I'm on vacation this coming week, so I'm cleaning the garage. That's why I'm staying on here for another, basically 45 seconds. We're going to go an extra half an hour to make up for the ads. So,
yeah.
And I let YouTube just place the ads, where they want, I didn't try to change it or anything, and add or whatever. So I apologize if it's hurt anybody's feelings that but
how do you do that, Ed?
When I set it up, go into YouTube Studio, down at the monetization, it'll say when you click it on, you used to be able to put set your ads. Well, you can still set them where you want. But now there's an option you can click on, let YouTube decide where to put them, and then it says there's 3 choices of how frequently they put on, and they recommend the middle, decent income. They have high frequency. How often they come in, and it says right in it that it may some viewers may not appreciate it or something like that.
Yeah, because
So
it cuts off the live.
Right. So,
but
supposedly in somewhere, I don't know if it's on YouTube itself, the studio. After this comes into full effect, there's supposed to be a place where the ad will pop up or warning that the ad's coming up, and you can actually the person who's hosting the live can actually skip it. So,
see, I pay to not see the ads. So,
well, this is something for live streams in like YouTube Studio.
Yep.
I think you have to be in studio in their control room.
Yep.
Watching it, and it'll pop up saying ad starting in like 45 seconds, and then
Right.
I can skip it and nobody will see it.
Right.
So,
Gotcha.
Yeah. I hate the ads in the middle of the streams too, Bocce, but so I don't know if that's the reason why I've been getting the strikes or whatever you call them. The last few live streams, I've set it for minimal ads, so maybe they're saying, "Oh, since you don't want ads, you're just not going to be suitable for for monetization on your ad on them." So, I mean, it wasn't no copyright strike or anything, but what happened to Briggs? Where'd he go? He must have lost signal.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kane, my beard's too majestic. So, but all right, y'all. All right, y'all. It's been an hour and a half now. You got extra half hour of the bear. So, I love y'all. Appreciate y'all, and we will catch you all next week. Be safe, stay safe. Everything that Cajun usually says, take us out. So, we'll catch you all on the next one. So, see ya.
See ya. I appreciate it. Thank you. Have a good time.